So, where are we?
محل ما بدينا. Back where we started.
All this. Sitting around, drinking coffee, 3, 6, 10 cups of coffee, smoking the nargilas, and we're still at the same place.
It's good we didn't go backwards. Sometimes it's easy staying in one place.
But we are going backwards.
How's that?
We started. We have a writer. But since we couldn't agree on anything, he took off and left us with the hookahs, with the aragir.
You're right. We can't agree on anything. We can't decide on the plot, we can't decide on the characters, nothing.
In other words, we started off with hope and ended up hopeless. Enough, this scene is a total distortion. We don't always blame the Arabs for everything bad that happens. And not every Jew is Baruch Goldstein.
But the reality is, what's important to you is that the rapist must be Palestinian. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman.
Look! An entire people were displaced in refugee camps all over the world. Millions were deprived of their right to live.
الحق في الحياة جزء من الملايين.
בסדר, נעשה עוול היסטורי. עם שלם הוגלה מאדמתו. הבנו. אבל מה עכשיו אתם רוצים? עכשיו!
في البداية تعترفوا في هذا الظلم، هذا الغبن.
להכיר בעוול?
הכרנו.
طالما اعترفتوا فمفروض زوال الغبن.
שלא יהיה אבל? איך?
كيف؟ اسألي حالك كيف؟ كل مرة نفس الشيء.
Meanwhile, the midwives continue to witness the in utero twins in their struggle with the potentially fatal twin-twin transfusion syndrome.
Inside the womb, the twins can hear everything and amplify. The air coming in and out of the mother's lungs, the working of her heart and intestines, and the voices and music and machinery of the world outside.
And we listen to the twins' hearts. We closely follow them as they struggle to grow, even as the TT transfusion syndrome is developing.
Different surgical options are considered to equalize the twins' blood supply so that both might live. A most recent medical intervention, and one with a high risk factor, is a laparoscopic surgery that can separate the tiny blood vessels which starve one twin and overfeed the other.
In this surgery, the receiver twin must be immobilized. Using a tiny needle, anesthesia is injected to her thigh through the uterine wall.
With this injection into the thigh, the in utero struggle of the biblical Jacob and Esau is evoked, and Jacob's wrestle with the angel.
עד עלות השחר, וירא כי לא יכול לו, ויגע בכף ירחו,
The Midrash tells us that the donor twin will have enough water, enough blood, that Esau will move freely in a land of his own.
The Midrash of the in utero twins tells us that the receiver twin's overburdened heart will be relieved, that Jacob's name shall truly become Israel.
Finally, the characters seem to agree on a plot. An old Palestinian man discovers he has incurable cancer. As he says his goodbyes to his daughters, he tells them of his last wish, to visit his former home that is now occupied by a Jewish family. Here again, a human story which would hope to be able to unite the groups becomes mired in the politics of the conflict.
I am not asking for anything. I don't want the house itself. I only want to see it. To put the key in the lock. To touch the walls, to smell the lemon tree in the garden, the roof in the taboo.
It's unfair. This scene is unfair. What's unfair about this? A person who was uprooted from the home that he built with a hard work, with the sweat of his brow and blood and memories. He was uprooted with such ease. And other people, your people, came and took away his home. People that put no effort into building it.
Mabruk for birth, celebration. Serve ruz bil halib, sweet goat's milk with rice. And with the neighbor's visit, give them maghli, cinnamon tea with almonds. In the relativity of time, a minute can be a year.
In the relativity of space, a baby can be a nation.
Is it time for Mabruk? Celebration?
Is it time for Mazel Tov?
Is it a boy or a girl?
Not one, but two. Twins. One is born,